Hey everyone, welcome back to Quiet Wealth Lab for you. If building real wealth has ever felt confusing, overwhelming, or just plain out of reach, you are in exactly the right place. Today I'm walking you through the complete step-by-step path to successful investing built specifically for beginners. No confusing jargon, no Wall Street gatekeeping, no guesswork, just a clear, practical roadmap you can actually follow. Here's my promise to you. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how everyday people turn steady, boring saving into serious long-term wealth. We're talking 8 simple, repeatable steps, and I mean simple. If you can set up a monthly transfer and stay patient, you can do this. Quick heads up before we dive in. I'm keeping this beginner-friendly the whole way through, but I'm not going to water it down. You're going to walk away actually knowing what to do on Monday morning. So do me a favor, grab a notepad, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the rest of this series, and let's get into it. Your future wealthy self starts with the next few minutes. Let's go. Okay, let's answer the biggest question first. Why should you start investing now and not someday? Here's the deal. Investing simply means putting your money to work in assets you expect to grow over time. And its single greatest ally? Time. The earlier you start, the more your money compounds on itself. Check out this number on screen, $366,000. That's the potential balance from investing just $300 a month for 30 years at a 7% average annual return. And here's the part that blows my mind every single time. Only about $108,000 of that came out of your own pocket. The rest? That's pure compound growth. Your money literally making money while you sleep. There are 3 big reasons this matters. Number 1, you beat inflation because cash sitting in a low-interest account is quietly losing buying power every year. Number 2, you build real wealth as small, regular contributions snowball into a serious nest egg over decades. And number 3, you actually reach your goals. A home, retirement, financial freedom go from wishful thinking to, here's my plan. So if you take one thing from this slide, take this. The best time to start was years ago, but the second best time is today. Stick with me, because next I'm showing you the full roadmap. Alright, this is the big picture slide, the entire journey on one screen. I want you to see all 8 steps at a glance before we break each one down, because it helps to know where we're headed. So here's the path. Step 1, set clear financial goals. Step 2, build your financial foundation. Step 3, know your risk and your time horizon. Step 4, understand the asset classes. Then step 5, harness compound interest. Step 6, diversify your portfolio. Step 7, invest consistently. And step 8, use tax-advantaged accounts. Now here's what I love about this framework. Notice the order. We start with your why. We make sure your finances are stable, and only then do we get into the actual investing mechanics. Too many beginners jump straight to what stock should I buy and skip the foundation. That's like building the second floor before you pour the concrete. Not on my watch, XB. Each of these steps builds on the one before it, so by the time we hit step 8, everything just clicks into place. Don't feel like you have to memorize all of this. Right now, we're walking through every single step together, nice and slow. Screenshot this slide if you want a cheat sheet to come back to. Ready? Let's start with step 1, and honestly, it's the most important one of all. Step 1. Set clear financial goals, and I cannot overstate this. Every good investment plan starts with a reason. Knowing what you're investing for and when you'll need the money shapes literally every decision that comes after. So let's make this practical. First, define the goal. Is it retirement, a home deposit, your kid's education, or just good old financial freedom? Get specific. Second, attach a time horizon. Is this short term, under 3 years, medium, 3 to 10 years, or long term, 10 years or more? That timeline changes everything about how you invest. Third, put a number on it. Estimate how much you'll actually need so you can work backward to a monthly target. And fourth, make it specific. Invest $300 a month for retirement absolutely crushes I should save more someday. Here's your key takeaway, and I want you to write this one down. Goals give your money a job. When your money has a clear job to do, you make smarter, calmer decisions, and you match each goal to the right time horizon before you invest a single cent. Because here's the thing, money without a goal tends to get spent, and money with a goal tends to get invested. So before we go one step further, pause this video and think of one real goal. Got it? Awesome. Now let's make sure your financial foundation can support it in step 2. Step 2, build your financial foundation. Look, I know you're excited to start investing, that's why you're here. But investing works best on solid ground. Before you take on any market risk, we need to protect you from ever being forced to sell at the worst possible moment. 4 moves here. Why does that? First, save an emergency fund. 3 to 6 months of your essential expenses tucked into an easy access savings account. This is your safety net. Second, clear high interest debt. Listen, paying off a 20% credit card is a guaranteed 20% return, and almost no investment can promise that. Knock it out first. Third, budget for contributions. Decide on an amount you can invest every month without stressing your daily life. And fourth, my personal favorite, automate it. Set up an automatic transfer so investing happens before you even get the chance to spend that money. Your key takeaway for this step: a cash cushion means you'll never be forced to sell your investments during an emergency. And and that is huge, because the investors who lose money are usually the ones who had to sell at the bottom. We are not going to be those people. So think of this step as building the launchpad. It's not the flashy part. I get it. Nobody makes a viral video about their emergency fund. But this is what lets everything else work. Get this locked in, and you're ready for the fun stuff. Next up, step 3, understanding your personal appetite for risk. Step 3, know your risk and your time horizon. This is where investing gets personal, because there is no one-size-fits-all portfolio. Risk tolerance is basically how much ups and downs you can stomach without panicking and selling. And your time horizon is simply how long until you need the money. Why a half? Put those two together, and they tell you how much to hold in stocks versus safer assets. I've broken this into 3 simple profiles, not mixed plans. First, conservative. That's a short horizon, or you're just not comfortable seeing losses. Your typical mix leans toward more bonds and cash, fewer stocks. Second, balanced, a medium horizon. You want steady growth, but with some stability. That's a blend of stocks and bonds. And third, growth. You've got a long horizon, and you're comfortable riding out the volatility. That's mostly stocks, chasing higher long-term potential. Now here's the honest truth. Most young investors with decades ahead of them can lean toward growth, but only you know how you'll feel when the market drops 20%. And trust me, it will happen. The best portfolio isn't the one with the highest returns on paper, it's the one you can actually stick with through the scary times. So be real with yourself here. There's no wrong answer, there's only your answer. Once you know your profile, picking your investments gets so much easier. And speaking of investments, in step 4, we're finally going to break down the actual building blocks, the asset classes. Step 4, understand the asset classes. Don't let the fancy term scare you. An asset class is just a group of investments that behave in a similar way. Each one plays a different role: growth, income, or stability. Let's meet them. First, stocks, also called equities. That's ownership in companies. Highest long-term growth potential, but also the wildest ups and downs. Second, bonds or fixed income. These are basically loans to governments or companies that pay you interest. Steadier, and they cushion the swings of your stocks. Third, cash and equivalents, savings and money market funds. Super stable, low return, best for money you need soon. And fourth, real assets. Think property and commodities. These can hedge against inflation and add diversification. Now here's the beginner shortcut I really want you to hear. See ETFs and mutual funds? These are baskets that hold many investments at once. Instant diversification in a single purchase. And for most beginners, just a couple of broad, low-cost index ETFs cover nearly all of these asset classes at the same time. You do not need to handpick 50 stocks. You really don't. So don't feel like you need a finance degree to get this. You just need to know the main ingredients and what each one does. Master this, and you'll understand 90% of what any investing expert is talking about. Next up, my absolute favorite step. The one that turns small amounts into life-changing money, the power of compounding. Step 5, harness the power of compounding. This right here is the secret sauce, the 8th wonder of the world, the whole reason we're doing any of this. Compounding is simply earning returns on your returns, and given enough time, that growth doesn't just add up, it accelerates. Look at this chart with me. This is $300 a month, growing at a 7% average annual return. In the early years, the two lines, what you invested versus your total balance, they're pretty close together. But watch what happens as time goes on. Inch stick, new bad, what tay go, all. By year 30, you've personally contributed $108,000. But your balance? $366,000. That gap, that massive, beautiful gap that's compounding, doing the heavy lifting for you. And here's the mind-blowing part. The curve gets steeper the longer you wait. Most of that growth happens in the final years, which is exactly why starting early matters so much more than investing large amounts later. Time is the ingredient you can't buy back. Now, real talk, this is an illustrative example at 7%, and returns are never guaranteed. Some years are up, some are down, But over decades, this is the engine that builds wealth for ordinary people. So if you ever feel discouraged that your contributions seem small, come back to this chart. Small and consistent, given time, becomes enormous. Speaking of which, let's make sure that money is spread out safely. Step 6, diversification. Step 6, diversify your portfolio. You've probably heard the old saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Well, this is that saying turned into a strategy. Diversification means spreading your money across different investments so that no single loss can ever sink your whole plan. When one asset dips, another might hold steady, and that smooths out the whole ride. Take a look at this sample balanced portfolio. 60% in stocks for growth, 25% in bonds for stability, 10% in real assets, and 5% in cash. Now that's just one example, and I'll say it clearly. Your ideal mix depends on your own goals and risk tolerance from step 3, but it shows the principle beautifully. 3 rules to live by here. Number 1, don't concentrate. Avoid dumping most of your money into one stock, one sector, or one hot trend. That's gambling, not investing. Number 2, mix your asset classes. Combine stocks, bonds, and cash suited to your risk profile. And number 3, spread widely, and this is the easy button. Broad index funds hold hundreds of companies in a single fund. One click, instant diversification. Here's why I love this step. Diversification is basically free protection. It doesn't cost you extra, and it dramatically lowers your risk of a catastrophic loss. It's the closest thing to a free lunch in all of investing. Now, owning the right mix is powerful, but how you keep buying it matters just as much. Step 7, consistency. Step 7, invest consistently. And here's the liberating truth of this entire video. You do not need to predict the market. You don't need to be a genius. You don't need to watch the news all day. You just need to keep showing up. Investing a fixed amount on a regular schedule has a fancy name, dollar cost averaging, but all it really means is being boringly, beautifully consistent. Let's break it down. First, automate a set amount. Invest the same sum every single month, no matter what the market's doing. Second, and this is the magic, you buy more when prices dip. A fixed amount automatically buys more shares when they're cheap and fewer when they're expensive. Third, it removes the guesswork. No stressful trying to time the perfect moment. Discipline just replaces prediction. And fourth, you stay the course. You keep contributing through the downturns because that's exactly when future gains are being seeded. Your key takeaway, and this is a famous one for a reason, time in the market beats timing the market. Consistency compounds. I really want this to sink in because it takes so much pressure off. You will never buy at the perfect bottom. Nobody does, not even the pros. But if you just keep investing automatically, month after month, year after year, it all averages out in your favor. Set it, automate it, and let it run. All right, now let's make sure the government takes as little of your gains as legally possible. Step 8, tax-advantaged accounts. Step 8, use tax-advantaged accounts. This is the step beginners skip the most, and honestly, it might be the most valuable one of all. Because here's the thing, where you hold your investments matters just as much as what you hold. These special accounts let your money grow with way less tax dragging it down. Let's run through the big 3. First, the 401k. Contributions come out pre-tax and grow tax-deferred, and you're taxed when you withdraw in retirement. But the huge headline here, employers often match your contributions. If you've got a match, grab it. That is literally free money, and it's the first place your dollar should go. Second, the traditional IRA-E. Contributions may be tax-deductible now, and your growth is tax-deferred until you withdraw. Great for lowering your taxable income today. And third, the Roth IRA. This one's after tax going in, but qualified growth and withdrawals come out completely, totally tax-free. That's incredible for younger investors because you lock in decades of tax-free growth. Quick but important note, contribution limits are set by the IRS and they change every year, so always check the current figures before you contribute. Here's why this step is a game changer. Using these accounts can save you tens of thousands of dollars over your lifetime without changing a single investment you pick. It's the same journey, just keeping more of what you earn. So don't leave this free money on the table. All right, you now know all 8 steps. Next, let me save you some pain by covering the mistakes to avoid. Okay, you've got the full 8-step plan. Now let me help you keep it on track by covering the most common beginner mistakes. Because honestly, avoiding these is half the battle. Learn from other people's pain so you don't have to feel it yourself. Mistake number 1, trying to time the market. Waiting for the perfect moment usually just means missing out. Start now, stay invested. Number 2, putting all your eggs in one basket, concentrating in one stock or one trend magnifies your risk. Diversify instead, like we talked about. Number 3, and this is the big emotional one, Panic selling in downturns. When markets fall and you sell, you lock in those losses permanently. Volatility is normal. Hold on. Number 4, ignoring fees. High fund fees quietly eat away at your returns year after year, so favor low-cost index funds. Number 5, waiting too long to start. Every single year on the sidelines is compounding you can never get back. And number 6, investing money you'll actually need soon. Cash for near-term goals should not be sitting in volatile markets. Notice a theme here? Almost every one of these mistakes is emotional, not technical. It's fear, impatience, or greed. The good news is, if you just follow the plan we built and stay disciplined, you sidestep basically all of them automatically. So screenshot this slide, keep it somewhere you'll see it, and check yourself against it whenever you feel the urge to do something drastic. Now let's talk about the mindset that ties this all together, playing the long game. So how do you actually win at this over the long haul? Here's the truth that nobody's selling you a get-rich-quick scheme wants you to hear. Successful investing is way less about brilliance and way more about patience and habit. You set your plan, and then you let time and consistency do the heavy lifting. 4 habits to carry you through the long game. First, review. Don't react. Check your plan once or maybe twice a year, not every time a scary headline pops up. Constantly checking will just make you anxious and tempt you to tinker. Second, rebalance periodically. As markets move, your mix drifts away from your target. So nudge it back into place now and then. Third, increase as you earn more. Every time you get a raise, bump up your contributions. Your future self will absolutely thank you for that one. And fourth, keep learning. Understand what you own because real confidence comes from knowledge, not from tips or hype. I love this slide because it reframes the whole thing. You don't have to be the smartest person in the room to build wealth. You just have to be consistent, patient, and calm when other people are panicking. That's genuinely the whole secret. Think of yourself less like a day trader glued to screens and more like a gardener. You plant good seeds, you water them regularly, and then you let them grow. You don't dig them up every week to check the roots. All right, let's bring this all home with your very next move. All right, this is it, your next move. And I want to end with the most encouraging truth of this entire video. You do not need a fortune, and you do not need perfect timing. All you need is a clear goal, a steady habit, and time on your side. That's it. So let's turn everything you just learned into 4 simple actions you can take this week. Step 1, set one goal. Pick a single specific target and a time horizon. Step 2, choose an amount. Decide what you can invest automatically each month, even if it's small. Step 3, open an account. Use a tax-advantaged account and a simple, low-cost index fund. And step 4, stay consistent. Keep investing, stay diversified, and let compounding work its magic. That's the whole journey, from zero to investing in 4 moves. And here's my challenge to you. Don't let this be just another video you watched and forgot. Do one thing today, just one. Open the account, or set up that first automatic transfer. Momentum is everything. Quick reminder, and I have to say this, everything in this video is for educational purposes only. It's not personalized financial advice. So consider chatting with a licensed advisor for your specific situation. If this helped you, smash that like button. Subscribe for more beginner-friendly money content, and drop a comment telling me which step you're starting with. I read everyone. Now, go put your money to work. You've got this. And that, my friends, is the complete step-by-step path to successful investing, a genuine beginner's guide to building real wealth. Look at the staircase, because it's the perfect picture of everything we covered. You don't leap to the top in one giant jump. You climb one step at a time, and each step lifts you higher than the last. Let's do a lightning recap of the climb. You set clear goals. You build a solid financial foundation. You understand your risk and time horizon. You learn the asset classes. You harness compounding. You diversify. You invest consistently, and you use tax-advantaged accounts. 8 steps, from your very first savings all the way to lasting wealth. Here's what I want you to remember when you close this video. None of this requires you to be rich, lucky, or a financial genius. It just requires you to start, and then to keep going. Steady saving plus time plus consistency, that's the entire formula, and it's available to absolutely anyone, including you. So if you got value out of this, do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button so you catch the rest of this series. Give the video a like to help it reach more people just starting out, and let me know down in the comments which step you're tackling first. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end here at Quiet Wealth Lab for you. Now go take that first step. I'll see you in the next one.